Trey Veston here again with another episode of my father's firearms, and today I am actually out at my late father's residence outside of Potlatch, Idaho. He's got 10 beautiful acres, and he's got a range set up, and you can see it back there. I've got a 25-yard pistol target that you can't see. He had a 55, it's actually 55 yards. Where you can see the pumpkins in the back and the targets, and then beyond that he's got 100 yards, and then way up on the hill he had a 300-yard target set up. So today we're going to be shooting one of the most anticipated firearms. It's the M1 Garand, and this gun I have not ever fired an M1 Garand. The closest I've been to an M1 Garand was when I went through boot camp in the U.S. Navy in San Diego. That was back in 1988, and we had M1 Garands, parade models, of course, that they used to torture us with. So we had to carry these things around, and if you screwed up, they made you hold them out in front of you for an extended period of time, or above your head, and you had to march around with them, and yeah, they were torture devices, so I never really had an interest in an M1 Garand. But today, we're going to actually shoot one, and this one was purchased by my father through the CMP program. I know nothing about these. So again, with these videos, in which I shoot one of my father's firearms, I am begging you, please comment. Tell me about the rifle. Tell me anything you might know about it. If I'm doing something wrong, which I surely will be, hopefully not M1 Garand thumb. Garand thumb, I think, is the... And I've seen it pronounced Garand. Is it Garand? Is it Garand? I always thought it was Garand. But anyway, could be wrong. I'm a newbie at these. So anyway, yeah, please comment. Tell me, I show the serial number of this. I do have some CMP paperwork I might have to dig out later. But yeah, comment what do you know about this rifle? How cool is it? It's obviously got the aftermarket scope receiver mount thing on top. It's got some specialty sights, I was told. So I think it was built in 1943. It's an original Springfield Armory, refurbished by CMP. So yeah, anyway, got some pumpkins we're going to shoot. I got some horrible lemon flavored seltzer water that was the cheapest I could find at Winco last night. So I'm going to shoot that and see what a 30-06 does to some pumpkins, and go over my overall impressions of the M1 Garand and how cool it is. Alrighty, let's get shooting. Okay, we are shooting from my father's shooting bench, which is like the rest of his place, messy, disorganized, crappy, and barely functional. But it is a shooting bench, and it's indoors, and we have targets out in the countryside, so that is still pretty cool. So, all right, let's shoot the M1. Turn on the old ears. All right, first time shooting, loading, messing with the M1. Okay. We've got a plethora of clips. These are actually our clips. This one looks like this has got a little bit of smoke damage on it. Yeah, all this ammo is sourced from his damaged loading room. Gun, thankfully, was not damaged. It was stored in a safe in a whole separate building. Alrighty, so, okay. We want to avoid Garand thumb at all costs. I'm going to put this on YouTube. So we press down, and I'm told, now I'm going to hold the bolt just to be safe, but I was told you press in, hold it all the way. Hey, I did it. Okay, so far so good. Safety's off. And I had tried the trigger on this, and it is actually not bad, pretty crisp, not too bad, maybe 5 pounds. Okay, We got our rest set up, open sights. Now I've got my pumpkins and the soda sitting out there off to the side. I'm trusting that my father had this dialed in pretty close. So I've got hopefully I won't hit the pumpkins early, but okay, let's shoot the bullseye. First time, M1 Garand, 30-06. Not bad at all. Not bad. Okay. Looks good. I cannot tell where I'm hitting, but we're going to have to go take a look, see where it's hitting. I think I'm seeing something centered and high. And you probably have this dialed in at 100 yards. We're shooting at 55. So, okay, safety on. 30-06 pointed away from where I'll be walking. That's always a good idea. Alrighty, let's go take a look. Alrighty, we're out here in the target. And yeah, I was right. Centered and a little high. So let's take a look at those. There we go. 5 shots, all on paper. 55 yards. Not a bad group, I guess. I don't know. If you're talking a rifle at 55 yards, they should all be about an inch. But I don't know. First time shooting it, I'm happy with that. So, alrighty. Now that we know where it's hitting, and we'll just compensate. We're not going to mess with the sights for now. It's centered. Aim a little lower. Let's start blowing some stuff up with the 30-06, see what happens. Alrighty, no satisfying boom, as Marvin the Martian would say. So we're going to move in a little closer, kill some pumpkins. Yeah, I hit it, but the hollow points didn't really expand through and through. Weird little, oh yeah, that's what the back of your head would look like. That's sad. Okay. A little gross thinking about that, but alrighty, we've shaken the cans. We're gonna move in to like 10 yards and shoot and see what happens. And if still no satisfying boom, then we'll take the 9mm with 124 grain gold dots, and that should do the trick. Cause some more carnage. So alrighty, let's start shooting. Okay. 10 yards. I am going to simulate charging Nazi line with pumpkins for heads and soda can testicles. Alrighty, M1 Garand. Safety off. 8-round clip. Let's kill a can or testicles. Oh, Yeah, that worked. Okay, small-headed Nazi. Oh. There's 3. Uh-oh. Look at that. Okay. Alrighty, one last round. We got to hear the ping. Most satisfying ping. Oh, it didn't strip it. There we go. Okay. There we go. Now I feel like I'm actually in Call of Duty. World at War. Alrighty, cool. Let's see. Okay, I got the last round in there. Do the little guy on the left. Oh, love that ping, that's cool. Alrighty, let's try 9mm. Alrighty, and I lied, not gold dots. I've got the 124 grain XTPs. Seems I've already switched to my winter loads. Alrighty, see what these do. They probably won't expand as nice as the gold dots on pumpkins, but we'll see. That's not impressive either. Huh. Never hurts to bone up on the old carry pistol. Make sure we're still efficient with it. Cool. Alrighty, let's take a look at the carnage. Alrighty. Still accurate. It's 10 yards. It has 10 yards out offhand. So it's good. Odd. Okay, so here's the entrance wounds. This pumpkin's been shot multiple times with 30-06 and 9mm. And you can see the exit wound for 30-06 versus 9. Not impressive. There's the 9 exit wound. Funny, exit wound. It's a freaking pumpkin. And there's the entry. So it went in, and the pumpkin's a little bit off from where it was when we hit it. So it went in and angled upward a little bit. So we shot the side. Blew that, so yeah, that was cool. I don't know what I was expecting. I thought there would be more blowing up, but that's probably a watermelon. So, but still, the cows, when they come in here, they'll enjoy these pumpkins. So I'll just leave them lay. But yeah, cool. Alrighty. And that concludes another session of shooting my father's firearms with the lovely M1 Garand. Closing thoughts on this. I know my dad said that even though it's a big heavy rifle in 30-06, the recoil's not that bad and it balances really well. He said you can carry these, hold them up, shoot offhand, and it's just not as tiring as you'd think. You know, I don't know what this weighs, probably 11, 12 pounds, but he said they're really not that bad. So, and I found that to be, somewhat true. It's still a big, heavy pig of a rifle shooting a 30-06 with a steel butt plate. So, shoulder does not hurt. Its recoil's good. Performance was fine. We had the one hang up, and I don't know if I just didn't know enough to, make sure all the rounds were seated fully into the clip. So that could have been me. Probably was me. We'll say it's me. But anyway, overall, M1 Garand is fun. It's cool. Makes big noise. It's cool to shoot, and yeah, it's part of history, and I really enjoyed this. So this will be a keeper. We'll keep this one and not sell it. So alrighty, Trey vesting out, and we'll see you soon with another one of my father's firearms.